Meat bicycle!
Hello everybody, welcome back to another modded game guide here on Borderlands 2. As you can see right there, I've just opened the console command up and actually pasted in the mod that we're going to be reviewing today. It's not a weapon mod, hence the modded game guide. It's from Hemaxhu, who we've covered many things from now. As you know, Hemaxhu does quite a lot of game mods. He does a lot of weapon mods and things, but also stuff to do with game changes, drop rates, things like that, as well as things like NPC changes, etc. And today's going to be one of them that we're going to be looking at. So this one is called the Loot Loader, and you've previously seen the Killer Jenkins mod that we did, where it makes Jimmy Jenkins a lot more powerful, but tankier, harder to kill, faster, etc. But also with that you get better loot and rewards from him. He has done the same with the loot loaders as well. Now you can find loot loaders many places really, things like Heroes Pass, anywhere with loaders, quite heavy presence. Obviously the biggest probably is the, apart from Heroes Pass, is right here in Opportunity. So we're going to be spending most of the, well, all of the episode in Opportunity. Looking for loot loaders. This is the area where I find most of them around here somewhere. They're not always guaranteed to spawn, but I have found that if you get the enemies to spawn in around here, you'll often find one of them being a loot loader, or just randomly wandering around the area as well. They don't necessarily spawn in here. You'll see, you'll kill a few enemies, things like that. And you can see right here, I have got one to spawn, but sometimes I'll be in this area, I'll kill all the enemies, it'll seem completely clear, and then one just comes walking around the corner. So yeah, anyway, we'll kill this guy and then I'll show you exactly how to get this mod and tell you a little bit about it. But as you can see, these things used to go down very quickly. Now it takes a long time, but you can see right there that it's dropped a purple SMG for us. The actual inside of the chest is pretty much the same. It is crappy whites and greens. If very rare occasion there's a blue or a purple in there, that has not changed. It is, oh look, there's another one. See, this is the one I was on about. It's just randomly wandering around, so it's quite rare to get two in the same drop. So we'll go and kill that guy in a minute, but first show you guys exactly where to get this. Click on the link in the description, it'll take you straight there, or you can navigate there yourself by clicking on Borderlands 2 mods on the GitHub and then head into Hemaxhu's section, which is right here. Click on NPC changes and that'll take you to the relevant subsection. We are looking for Loot Loader, which is just here. That'll bring up the weapons information page. When you select that, click on the raw tab at the top right of the screen, right click, save as, save into your Borderlands 2 binaries folder. Then, as you saw at the beginning, I just open up your console command menu in game and then paste in the actual code for it, and that will change your loot loaders into much tankier, higher health enemies, and yeah, just proceed to kill them right there. I'll slip in a few clips of me killing loads. I actually killed about 20 in all, but obviously we'll see how many of them we can actually get through. Obviously be very careful in these areas as well, because you can focus a lot on killing the loot loaders, but there's also many enemies that spawn around these areas as well. So if you go down, try and kill one of them just to get back up again quickly, and make sure you don't get sniped from behind while you're trying to do it, like I am right here, unfortunately. And you'll see in most of the clips coming up, I am in fight for your life quite a lot when actually taking down the loot loader. So yeah, basically what you guys need to know is this guy is now very powerful, tanky. As long as you don't get too close to him, he doesn't really attack you too much. If you get quite close to him, he will like stomp you. He's pretty powerful, but he just wanders around minding his own business most of the time. He will now drop blues and purples outside of his you know, drops. Like I said, the actual inside of the chest isn't much different, but on the floor in front of him, he'll drop blues and purples now, and quite a lot of them sometimes. You know, you can get 3 blues and 2 purples sometimes. Sometimes it's just 2 blues, like you can see, but it's always really decent drops, especially, you know, maybe not at end game when all you want is legendary pearls and seraphs and things like that, but especially when you're going throughout the game, this is quite, you know, this is where you come just before you head to the bunker and things like that, which is pretty hard in game. So some extra blues and purples really does help. He will actually drop legendary weapons now as well, so there is a chance to get legendary weapons. It is a 10% drop rate. Now I actually think I've killed about 20 loot loaders in all while filming this video trying to get a legendary. I couldn't actually get one, unfortunately. Maybe with a bit more time I would have done, but hey, he will drop legendaries according to the weapons information page, so make sure you go out and make sure you try and get some. Maybe not amazing for just dedicated farming because of the drop rate being so low, but definitely a good mod to have running while you're playing through the game. If you come across a loot loader now, it's definitely worth actually looking for them as well and killing them and getting yourself some decent gear. So yeah, that was a loot loader mod made by Hemaxhu over on the Borderlands 2 community GitHub. Thank you guys for watching, really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.